I'm Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to sail with you across the ocean of recovery. Today's topic is asking yourself a question. How can this work out for me? So let's take a deep breath in of optimism and then exhale negativity. Release, release, release. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up and a comment. So today's question to ask yourself in any situation, but especially on a rigorous journey of recovery, is how can this work out for me? How can this moment, experience, obstacle, opportunity, we turn the obstacle into an opportunity when we use it to strengthen some part of ourselves or to grow in some way. So how can this work out for me? A lot of times my mind can shift, especially in the night. If I'm thinking of something that's stressful, I suddenly shift to think about it, whatever's happening in terms of my sensations, as an opportunity to deal with those sensations or to deal with that mind state of worry. Like, oh wow, worry comes in. How can this work out for me? How can I use this situation to grow and to become, to deepen my practice of presence? How can this work out for me? So on my healing journey, there were a lot of things that most people would say are terrible. There were really, really challenging times, death and loss, what people would call loss. But I started to cultivate that mindset of how can this work out for me? Ultimately, when you're shedding, it's not comfortable. When you're letting go, you're learning how to release. You're learning how to change relationships. You're learning how there's a lot of opportunity there to learn and to grow. How can this work out for me? So a lot of people reach out to me, a lot of people ask me questions, and I'm happy to answer those questions as best I can. And whether they're clients or just in the comments of some of these videos. And in many cases, it seems like people are making a case of asking the question, another question of how can this not work out for me? Like, worst case scenario, what's the worst thing that could happen? Well, how could this work out for me is a great question, because if you're thinking about worst case scenario and you're thinking how could this not work out for me, like how could this go even more sideways or downhill than I'm seeing it, then better to say how can this actually work out for me? And it might only be that it's a funny story to tell someday when you're past it. So let's say you're out on a boat and you crash into another boat and the boat sinks. And how can this work out for you? You say, how can this work out for me? Well, now you have a tale of drama and perseverance and survival. And now you know what to do if you crash and your boat sinks. Now you know how to get into the life raft or how to swim or whatever it is. You may have material for a memoir. You may have material for helping someone else going through the same situation. So on my own journey, I went through death and 3 deaths of people in my family, including my father, my aunt, and my cousin. And so when I'm working with clients today who are going through something like that, or a divorce situation where a long-term partnership is dissolving, like all of that, how can that work out for me is saying, I will now have this experience as a part of my journey in life. So if someone I love comes to me and they're in a situation, I'm going to be better able to stand with them and help them through whatever they're going through. So it's a good question to ask yourself. and it automatically moves the mind from a negative space to a hopeful, optimistic space. And that's the magic of that question. How can this work out for me? Even watching this video, how can this work out for me? You ask yourself watching this video. Well, the video can give you a new question to ask yourself, especially in times where the negativity bias is creeping in. You're having a lot of automatic negative thoughts, or ants, as we call them. And the new question can be like a superpower for you. When something happens you don't particularly like, how can this work out for me? It might teach you something. It might help someone else. It might give you an opportunity to navigate in a different way or do something you've never done before. So let me know in the comments, as you use this question, how can this work out for me? Tell me the situation, and then tell me how you answer that question, so that I can see a little bit more about how you're using this question to navigate your particular situation. And thanks for subscribing. If you want to work with me one-on-one, then head over to healingwolfcoaching.com and book a free consult call, or sign up for my newsletter and give my powerful somatic meditation a try. That comes when you sign up for the newsletter. You get an email. It's just automatic, and then you can download it right away and give it a try. How can this work out for me, this video? Well, you just got a lot of great opportunity to not only carry a new question into your journey, but you have a path forward if you want to work with me. So thanks for watching. I love you. I know that this is a rigorous journey and you're getting stronger every day.